Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a floss tube, so grab a coffee or a tea or a peach raspberry mellow yellow and let's chat. So I am currently on Vlogmas day 15. I have been having fun, but also been very, very stressed out about a lot of it. It's not that like the Vlogmas itself is stressing me out. It's like the perfection that I'm striving for that's stressing me out. Like, I have left out 2 clips and I feel like absolute garbage about it. I'm gonna fix it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna find a way to fix it. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. So I found a way to fix one of them. So anyways, it's very stressful. It's just like, because, the video you see is somewhere between 20 minutes and 50 minutes long, right? So that means I'm filming for that amount of time. That means I'm having to watch it back for that long. That means I'm having to edit for at least 20-30 minutes. I have to render, I have to do the description box, thumbnail, etc. So even though you're seeing like a 30-minute video, it's probably taken me 2 to 3 hours to do it, right? So it's taking a lot out of my day, which is why, you know, we'll go ahead and start on the Flosstube part of it, which is why I have nothing to show you. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Nothing. I have progress on one project and one project only. I haven't touched my cryptids. I haven't touched any of my other Christmas stuff. I have literally only messed with the Yule Ball Mystery Cell. And I have had to rip some stitches out, like several times had to rip some out. So it's a little frustrating. I'm off on a couple stitches. I'm too far one stitch this way and not far enough one stitch this way. Somewhere along the line, somehow, some way, got a little messed up. But I genuinely, I couldn't care less. Like, I'm not going to rip all these stitches out to start over again. This is this. This is this. So whatever this is, if it's a mess, if it's right, this is that. So yeah, I can take it off the Q-snap and show you a little better. I'll probably leave what you can see. I'll probably just take this part off. So this is what we've got going on. Obviously the border is mirrored, so you can't see under here, but it says, "'Tis the season of cold and light. May your spirit shine bright on this very night." So very nice sentiment. Unfortunately, I did accidentally see the pattern. I got an email last night and I was half asleep and I just kind of read it. And it was the full pattern. So that kind of sucked. That really kind of sucked. But that's okay. That's okay. Because it is what it is, right? It just makes me more excited. It makes me happy. It makes me ready to complete, you know, keep going. So this is to date pretty much all of page 1 except for the border. And there's like some antler bits missing here and like a little thing here, and there's very little that I haven't stitched on this particular page up as far as being up to date. So it's all page 2 that's catch up now, so I've got plenty of work to do. It's a lot of solid stitching, which means that it's less counting, which is good for me. Excellent. Because I have seen that pattern, what I might do is just print it off and start working on it from that pattern. Because I'm so far off in some spots, I really don't want to have I don't want to have to rip anything out. So I'm thinking if I just stitch from the full piece, because I've already seen it, you know, accidentally. But even so, I've already seen the full-blown thing, like the whole PDF. Anyways, I'm bummed about it, but what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? So I might just start stitching from that, just so that when I'm stitching, I can make sure that I'm not going to be stitching into something else, because I'm going to have to move things a bit over and down and around because I'm off, so that things don't run into other things. But it is what it is. I will pick the biggest piece, probably the house, the gingerbread house or whatever that's on this side, and I will stitch things around that. So I will choose that piece to stitch where I, you know, as close to where it's supposed to be as possible. after my mistakes, and I will just stitch everything relative to that. So that's the working plan. Let me know what you think. And none of this is a spoiler, by the way. You've seen the house if you've seen day 14, so don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything for anybody. So what's next? I'm glad I didn't do like this whole page over here, because I would have had to rip even more out, because there was back stitching that I wouldn't have wanted to back stitch until I was sure that there was something else. Like what these bits here, it's like dangling stuff, right? So I'm perfectly okay stitching that because it's not going to mess with anything. Whereas the house, they were having me back stitch like icicles down, but there was no house to back stitch the icicles on top of, you know? So I'm glad that I didn't do that. So being that we don't have any finishes or any other works in progress to talk about, and I already kind of chatted about my life. If you're watching Vlogmas, you already know all this. So it's not special. But we can talk about what I've acquired. Let's do that. So this was the Yule Ball Mystery Stitch Along from Forbidden Fibers. I'll grab the paper right here. So what have I acquired from this advent calendar? So basically it is 25 things that you open. And I have 2 lists. I have 1 through 7 and 8 through 14, and then obviously I know what today's are. So I will show you what I've got from them so far. So day 1 was our fabric. Day 2 was a pattern piece and this floss. Day 3 was the project bag, is that right? Yep, day 3 was project bag. It's nice. It's got a fun zipper pull. So that is day 3. Day 4 is another pattern piece with another floss. This time it is called Persephone. The last one was called Diamond. Day 5 was the cover minder, the star-shaped cover minder right here. And day 6 was another pattern piece and the color Saturnalia. Beautiful, vibrant colors. Day 7 was the stitch corner gauge right here. It's clear and it's got like marks on it for 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and then this whole thing would be 3. So this is to help you. Probably you could use this as a stitch gauge to see what, you know, type of fabric you're using, but also potentially you could use it to see. I think that this is a finishing thing. You use it like, oh, I want 1 inch space, you know. So that was day 7. Day 8 was another pattern clue. I'm looking for it right now. Day 8 was this and solstice. Day 9 was our scissors. Where are our scissors? These ones were fun. They were iridescent rainbow scissors. Very neat. This is a day 8 or 9. Is it day 9? Day 9, yeah. Day 10 was another pattern piece and another floss color. This one is called Allspice Berry. Pretty. Number 11 was our Floss Star Drops. I don't know what I did with those. They might be in this bag. They probably are. Yep, here they are. So I've chosen to leave them on the current floss tags just because I don't feel like switching them over, and also I like these. These are sturdy, and it came with this nice, which is of course it's backwards, came with this nice sun and moon charm. Pretty. And that was day 11. Day 12 was the next floss color and the next pattern piece. This is called Wassail, W-A-S-S-A-I-L. Another pretty piece. And day 14, nope, day 13 was a snack. Where's my snack? What did I do? Where did I put my snack? I thought I brought it over here. I might not have. Let me see. Oh, here it is. My cat had it. Popcorn snack. Day 14 was Yule and pattern 14. So this is the floss color. Another beautiful variegation, vibrant. And this one was called Yule. And then today, day 15, what did I get? I got a pop socket. It was a different type of pop socket. It's not like a regular one. It's got like mechanical arm thingies. And it says make your or create your own magic. Pretty cute. So that was day 15. So now you're fully caught up on what was in the Yule Ball Cross Stitch Mystery Advent Calendar. So this is done. Well, that, you know, to day 15 anyway. I don't know if I'll see you again before Christmas. If you only watch my my Flosstube videos, I don't know if I'll see you again before Christmas. So yeah, no, because my next upload date would be the 29th because I'm doing this every 2 weeks. So that's sad. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa if you celebrate that. If you celebrate Hanukkah, I hope you had a fantastic Hanukkah. So I am just going to kind of gather my stuff and put it back in before we hop into the next round. I also wanted to show you all the colors together so far. I think we have 7 now. I have so far stitched with 6 of them. So I've stitched with approximately half of the colors that I will, you know, be stitching with. So here's all the colors together. Very pretty. I love it. So there is that. Gotta leave this out because I need it for the next one. So the next thing that we were doing was my cat sitting in the box for it, but here is the Stitchy Box 2021 Christmas Bash Box. So what did I get from that? So we dump it out. So day one was the Baby Yoda floss. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't look like Baby Yoda floss. Look at him. Day 1 was Baby Yoda floss. Day 2 was our Stitchy Hugs. If you don't remember what those were, they were in my last floss tube, but just in case you're new to my channel. Oh, let's start these. And we had day 3 was our scissors, the Italian curved blade scissors, which are in here. I have to grab out. I should have had all this ready. I kind of did. Kind of. Oops, there's some floss on there from my kitty cat. These were those scissors. I've been using them. They're interesting, but I don't know. I like the other scissors a little better, and my favorite scissors are the scissors that have my little bear on them. So there is that. That's day 3. So day 4 was Snowflake Charm. Let's see if I can find that. I think it's in here. Yeah. So day 4 was the Snowflake Charm. Pretty, but you know, it's kind of like, what do you do with it, right? For me anyway. Day 5 was our Oat Silk. Pretty. I'm not a neutrals girl, but I'm sure I'll find something to do with that. Day 5, that was Oat Silk. Day 6 is we got our first pattern from the box, and that was missing. That was missing. What are we gonna do? I'm sure, I know it's here. I grabbed it. It's just buried under my giant pile of crap that is everywhere, because why be organized, right? Here it is. So we got the tiny Christmas town that you can turn into a drum. Somebody framed a probably a summer one, patriotic tiny town. So I like that one too. So this is definitely not something I would have picked for myself, but it could be fun, right? I mean, the colors kind of go with it. Like this, I couldn't possibly begin to see if I could use this because I can't separate those colors. So could I? I mean, I could, but it would be a real, you know what, to try and do. So, that was, oops, that was Christmas Town. So that was day 7. So moving on to day 8. Day 8, we had the teardrop crystal. Again, very pretty, but what the hell will I do with it? I don't know. They mentioned using it as a scissor fob, so I was thinking I might tie all of the beads together or something like that and like make an ornament or a scissor fob. I don't know. I haven't fully come to a conclusion as to what I will do with it, but I'll let you know when I do. Day number 9, my favorite day so far, I think. Well, one of my favorite days so far. This is limited edition French spun silk. This is the color Sapphire. I love this color. This is beautiful. So that was day 9. Day 10, we had another heart and hand pattern. This is a tiny little village. I had the idea to stitch these like homes individually and make ornaments, but then this came, so I'm not sure if I still have the plans to do that. So while we have both of these out, I'm gonna kind of show you what okay, so this is 176 by 30 and this one is 51 by 43. So I'm gonna kind of show you without showing you the it came with some snowflake beads, and I'm gonna again kind of show you without showing you. This one came with the little gold star. So on the pattern, you see that there is some buttons, some little snowflake buttons or star buttons, whatever you want to call them. And they're calling them snowflake buttons. Okay, so yeah, I came with some snowflake buttons. I came with 4 because that's what the piece called for. And then this one calls for one tiny little itty bitty gold star, and that can be seen at the top of the V for very. So my thought process was, if I could finish these individually, I could finish them as ornaments, right? I might still do that. And you know, who's to say that I can't stitch the same thing twice, right? So I could stitch it as an ornament and then go, I really like the way it looks like laid out, and you know, stitch it that way too. So it calls for Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. However, there is a DMC conversion, so it shouldn't be that bad. And then this one calls for all Classic Colorworks, but has the DMC conversion on this one as well. So obviously, if I were to stitch it and then, you know, stitch it again, I would have to choose which way I would want to finish with the beads, which one. But anyways, these are stitched on 32 count. Is that right? Yep, 32 count. This one is stitched on doubloon linen over 2 threads, using 2 threads, over 2 threads using 2 threads, Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks thread. The drum model is stitched on 32 count summer khaki linen with 2 over 2. And then the back stitching is mostly 1, but on the red wreath it'll be 2. And this one is stitched on 32 count natural light linen using over 2 threads using 2 strands of thread, and then the back stitching looks like 1 thread. So the approximate design size for this one is going to be 3.2 by 2.7 if it's stitched on 32 count, and this one is going to be approximately 11 by 1.87 inches, again assuming it is stitched on 32 count. So while I wouldn't necessarily have picked these up for myself, these are really cute. In my humble opinion, I think, you know, they've grown on me. When I first opened this, I was kind of like, meh, what am I going to do with it? However, I was also like, meh, what am I going to do with this too? And this would be like a potential great piece to have this in, right? So we'll see. These two, like I said, this was day 7. Is that right? No, day 6. Oh, this was day 7. Oh my gosh, I lost myself here. This was day 7 of the Stitchy Box. So, Then this was day 10. Okay, so get it together. So this is day 11, a little stocking charm. Again, not really a big beater. Don't know what I'll do with it. It's got some crystals on it. Pretty, but what will I do with it? I don't know. Day 12 was poinsettia. And you'll see very soon why I'm so excited about this. Because day 13 was this chart, which I think is so freaking cute. This one is a little Stitch Girl chart. So this is 6 colors. It's got 3 classic colorworks and 3 weeks dye works. However, it also has a DMC conversion. This piece will be, it's stitched on 28 count light ash Lagana. Its finished size is going to be 4 by 5.4, and the chart is massive. Like, it's perfect, right? Completely perfect, because this chart will be like excellent for people who maybe don't have like perfect eyesight, you know, because it is 55 by 75, so it's a decent size, and this is stitched on 28 count light ash Lugana. Like I said, if it's finished on that model, that fabric, it'll be 4 times 5.4, 4 by 5.4 inches. So it's a pretty decent size stitch. You know, it's not a tiny baby, but it's not like a massive thing, you know. So I was thinking maybe I could substitute the red in here for poinsettia. It would make it a little more vibrant than probably what they're looking for. But I think if I balanced it with that deep red Merlot from Weeks Dye Works that it calls for. Well, so the DMC conversion for the one that I'm trying to sub in, the brightest red, is 321. So what I'll do is I'll have a look at 321 and see if this would be a good color match for 321. Rather than buy Classic Colorworks red ribbon, I will just buy 321 and compare it. Or I'll just take this with me. Like, they don't sell this in store, so I could just take this with me, compare it in store, and see what I think. And I'll compare it next to the rest of the DMC conversion colors. Like, I was talking about it in my Vlogmas. I probably would not get Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works white and black. I probably wouldn't do that. It just makes more sense to save the money because there's little to no variegation in the black and white. So it just makes more sense to save the money and put that money towards, you know, one of the other ones, like the grays. Like, I would probably get the 2 grays and the 2 reds, you know, and then I would be able to have saved, you know, X amount of dollars on the other ones. So we'll see. Let me know what you think. Is that too bright? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And day 14 yesterday was these freshwater pearls, satin and sand, or satin sand. So they're pretty, but again, I'm not much of a beater, so it is what it is in that area anyway. And then today's opening was this. This is my least favorite item so far. I genuinely don't. It's a stocking. I'm not unhappy. I'm just not happy. Like, I feel like, I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. I don't love this. That's okay. I don't have to love every item. Some of the items have grown on me, so that's that. Okay, so we can now talk about the Innocent Bones cross-stitch calendar, and my foot is fully asleep here. Innocent Bones cross-stitch calendar. We've got day 1 was a pad of paper that said get shit done, which is perfect for going into 2022 completely organized, so I enjoyed that. Day 2, we had a thimble and a needle. And what's neat about this is that you've got a little needle threader on the back. And see right here. And you also got a little magnifying bit right here. Hi there, how you doing? So this was a neat open. And then day 3 admittedly was a little disappointing, just because I don't really see the relevance to cross stitch, but I see more of a relevance to diamond painting. But it is what it is. It's neat. I like it. They are 2 foil tapes, gold and silver. I don't know if this is washi tape or what, but they're Italian Options. That's the brand name. And day 4 today was 3 floss colors, and these are Anchor floss. So this is my first time stitching with Anchor. I'm excited to see what I'll be stitching. We've got 832. We've got 01023 and 00779. So I'm excited to see what exactly will be stitched with these 3. I'm hoping for a pattern somewhere. I have Ada, so acquiring Ada isn't really my plan. I know that this company typically stitches with Ada, so we'll see. Day 5. Day 6. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and find out tomorrow. But that was the cross stitch advents, and now regular acquisitions. I made a few purchases on Lindy Stitches this past week, or past 2 weeks. There was a little mishap with one of my purchases, so I did contact her. Got back to me that minute. Like, basically, I made lunch and she had already gotten back to me. So here's what I purchased. I purchased a lot of things. I purchased another thing too, a PDF file. I didn't realize that they had it in regular, so that was a little disappointing, but it is what it is. So I got Halloween Tales and the Weeks Dye Works pack to go with it. I got We 3, which is only 2 colors. I think it's white and black. So this is We 3. This is Halloween Tales. Both of these are Lindy Stitches. This one is 100 by 100 each. 32 count is what it's stitched on, and it uses Weeks Dye Works and some DMC. This one uses just DMC, another 32 count. And if I do it on a 32 count, it will fit in an 8 by 10 frame. And then I also got Dracula's Confession. Dracula's Confession and the Weeks Dye Works / Dinky Dye pack that was associated with it. If I wanted to stitch both, I would have to buy another pack. I still haven't figured out which one I'm going to stitch, but this is Dracula's Confession. This one is stitched on 32 count again. So if this is stitched on 32 count, it'll be 13.9 by 7.4 for the horizontal version. If I stitch the vertical version, it'll be 6.5 by 8.6. So that is that. And I also purchased from Lindy Stitches, like I said, a PDF pattern that I can't find right now. It's a Walk Quickly. It's a Golden Girls reference. So I'll see if I can include a picture of it, and if I can't, I don't know. So here was the mishap with the Lindy Stitches thing. So I ordered the Weeks Dye Work pack for her upcoming stitch along, and I haven't ordered the stitch along yet, but it'll be PDF anyway, so I can order it day of if I want to. But I ordered the Weeks Dye Works pack, and she sent the DMC by mistake. No big deal. She sent a return label. I printed it, and I got this today. So a week later, I have the correct stitching as of yesterday. So 6 days later. Perfect. Happy about it. Pretty colors, and I do have to buy that DMC still, but I would rather purchase it in store simply because I use coupons, and it's more affordable if you do use coupons. So that was that. And then along with that, she also sent the Polar Bear Abode. So this is super cute. It's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 colors in it. So, and it's all DMC. I suppose you could make it, like, convert it somehow. Like, maybe I'll include some red bits. Well, maybe that might be too bright. How about the blue? No, too bright. That's okay. It is what it is. That was that. And there are no other acquisitions except for I purchased into Lindy Stitches Bird Crush Club. So that shipped out today or last night, I think. So I'm excited about that. And then plans, stitching plans. Eat my popcorn, take a nap, work on this. So this is my main goal right now. At some point I would like to go to the craft store, but I'm not off again until Monday. Which doesn't seem bad when you consider that today's Wednesday, but I work on Thursday, I work on Friday, I work on Saturday, I work 2 shifts on Sunday, then I'll have off on Monday, and I have to go to work on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, so. That's it. This is very tasty popcorn. So I'm gonna clean all this crap up and then I'm gonna take a nap. I got a crap ton of laundry to do. Maybe I'll go see if I can get quarters. I'm getting confused. I think I'm talking to Flosstube, or my Vlogmas right now, and I'm talking to Flosstube. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today's video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like me and would like to see more from me, please hit subscribe. Keep in mind, I am doing Vlogmas for the month of December, so if you're just finding this video, you have tons and tons and tons more content from me to watch, just by catching up with Vlogmas and keeping up with Vlogmas going forward. So tons of content for you. I do primarily do diamond painting videos, though I haven't been doing as much diamond painting lately. I did at the beginning of the month feel a huge pull to diamond paint, but my desk was messy and I didn't feel like cleaning it, so I didn't. So anyways, yeah. So if you like me or would like to see more from me, please hit subscribe. I'd be so happy to have you. All right, I hope that you are being safe, washing your hands, taking care of yourselves. Bye.